Hi, it's Tom from bknutrition.com, and today I want to talk to you about a revolutionary 100% guaranteed way to lose weight and drop body fat. Interested? Here's the small print. Every time you eat, you get punched in the face. Are you still interested? Now, before I told you you get punched in the face on every meal you have, were you thinking, wow, great, I could do with that, 100% guaranteed way to lose body fat? And then when you heard the small print, I get punched in the face, did you think, oh no, I'm not getting punched in the face? Or did you think, I wonder how many punches I could put up with in my face in order to get the weight loss I wanted before I had to stop the diet? And you might have just thought, well, no, I'm not going to get punched in the face, that's not for me. Here's the thing, most diets on the internet that are sold as quick fixes, as guaranteed weight losses, look at these extraordinary results, all these things, they are punch in the face diets, because they're diets that restrict you and stop you enjoying life. So and maybe you have got to eat foods that you don't like, and that's the punch in the face. So every time you're eating a meal but you don't actually like the food that you're eating, that's when you get punched in the face. Every time you have to do cardio that you don't want to, or get up at 4 a.m. to do your cardio, that's the punch in the face. Every time that you have to restrict your foods before a certain time, or you have to fast for a period of time and you don't want to, every time you have to colour code your meals, or get out a massive booklet to see if you can have something on a certain day, that's the punch in the face diet. It's the diet that restricts your lifestyle and makes you unhappy when you do it. But the thing is, most of us do those sorts of diets when we're trying to lose weight because we believe in the diet that's been sold to us. And these diets are sold on all these great things that people have achieved, before and after pictures, which are ones before they're really fat and white and looking upset, and then the after picture is tanned, teeth job, all nice and ripped with a tan on in beachwear and smiling. Those are the sort of plans that are pushed on across all media. So you've got people on Instagram doing it, Facebook doing it, people on their websites doing it, little cards that pop up when you're on websites saying, oh, I lost 20 pounds in 2 minutes. All these diets, those sorts of results are only achievable with a punch in the face diet. The diet that restricts you massively to get you into a massive calorie deficit so you drop weight fast. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, or when I talk about calorie deficit and maintaining calorie deficit, you'll know that in order to maintain a sustainable weight loss over time and to keep the weight off, you have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to like what you're doing. And the punch in the face diet is the same as the prison diet. So when I talk about the prison diet, you go into this prison where there's rules and regulations, and you're only allowed to do certain things. You're only allowed to eat certain things at certain times. You have to do exercise at a forced time. All those sorts of things. The prison diet, the prison which I talk about in my book, and which I talk about as one of the 3 pillars of the ultimate problem, then that is a punch in the face diet, and all these diets on the internet are sold like that, but they don't tell you that they're like that. They just promise you these results, these guaranteed results that you're going to get if you follow the plan. And yet, if you do follow the plan, you will get the results, because you're going to be in a massive calorie deficit and you'll drop weight and drop fat as a result of that. However, what they don't tell you is you're going to be sad and depressed and unhappy, probably tired a lot of the time, craving lots of foods a lot of the time. You won't like social events when you go out with your friends, because they'll all be eating foods that they like and you won't. You won't feel like you can participate in family activities because maybe it's a birthday or something, you can't have birthday cake, or it's a family outing and you can't eat the foods that everyone else is eating at the buffet or whatever. All these things, and then you are tired at work. Your productivity at work is low because you're tired. You really can't spend time with your kids because you might snap at them. And these are all things, all situations that I've been in when I've done diets in the past. And this is why I now coach for diets that are sustainable, so you can eat the foods you like and get the body you want. Now, that diet is not miracle fat loss drops in 2 weeks. You don't get, oh look, I've dropped 20 kilos in 2 days type of results. Because the reason is we're working with your body to make sure the body's happy to drop weight. Now, everybody does drop weight at the beginning of a diet, and that's because you have now compliance with the diet, you've got motivation to eat well. Subconsciously, you're thinking, oh, I should be eating better, so you subconsciously do things a little bit better, like not snacking or maybe moving a little bit more. And because you are following this diet, you generally tend to be more motivated. So you do see a drop in weight. Whatever diet you do see a drop in weight in the first 2 weeks. And then this is where people go, oh, look at how great my diet is because this person dropped this much in 2 weeks. And then after they get past the 2 weeks, when things are starting to normalize out, that's when the plateau happens and the person's still doing this restrictive diet and they're still unhappy and they're still sad, but now they're not seeing the results. And that's when they can't take the punch in the face anymore, because they're not seeing the results, they're not seeing the fruits of their labor, so to speak, and they're thinking, well, why am I doing this thing? Why am I feeling so unhappy? And why am I feeling so, well, I'm getting punched in the face every day because of this diet so horrible. Why am I doing all this and I'm not getting any more results? And then they'll keep sticking at it, and then a life event will happen, so like they're late for work, or they have to stay at work late, or they're late picking their kids up, or their kids are ill at home, so it disrupts their schedule, and then they eat off the plan. And then they realise, well, actually, I like eating this sort of food, and they just can't go back to it. And that's what I call breaking from the prison, where you have a day off for good behaviour. You have this food and say, well, I'm not going back to prison now. I'm not going back to that. It's the same with the punch in the face diet. Well, actually, no, I don't fancy being punched in the face anymore. I actually quite like these foods, and I'm not going to do it anymore. It's at that point you actually make the decision you prefer to be overweight than you would getting punched in the face all the time. So then you come off the diet. So the punch in the face diet is a real thing that exists. People obviously don't call it the punch in the face diet, but that's essentially what it is how often you can get, or how long you can get punched in the face with this cardio, with this diet, with this restriction, with not seeing your mates, with not being able to go to social events, being grumpy all the time. It's how long you can put up with that until you go, hold on, no more punches, please. Now the solution to punch in the face diet is to obviously calculate your calories for weight loss, allocate them across your meals, list the foods that you like and make sure they're in your diet, organise those foods into your diet. Those are the first 4 elements of my calorie system, and there's another video on that you can watch about it. And then that's the diet, and then you need routines to make sure you're doing it sustainably for the long term. You need to increase your activity because most people don't move enough. And then at the end of that, you need to evaluate and assess your progress, go back and maybe you need to recalculate your calories again. Now that's the calorie system. That's a simple system I use with all clients, and I teach to everybody who talks to me about sustainable weight loss. And all the tools to do this are on my website. If you go to bknutrition.com/, I think, target lean book, there's a load of resources in there that will help you do all this yourself for free. You don't need to pay me for it. You can go and do it yourself. So if you wanted to start coming off a punch in the face diet and starting to do it yourself and get a better result for yourself, go to my website, bknutrition.com, find the button that says book content or additional book content, and then when you go to that, it will take you to all these tools you can use to calculate your calories and construct your own meal plan on tools like MyFitnessPal and stuff like that. So don't fall for the punch in the face diet. Make sure you are doing a calorie deficit diet which is in line with your lifestyle, and you're eating the food you like. The results won't be groundbreaking. You won't get the 20 kilos in 2 minutes type results. However, you will get the 20 kilos after a certain amount of time, and that will stay off because you've built the systems that support your progress. You haven't just gone straight in blinkeredly and gone, right, I'm just going to lose loads of weight, and then you can't take being punched in the face anymore and you come off it and gain loads of weight back again. So I hope this video has been helpful, a bit tongue-in-cheek with the punch in the face diet, but it is something that happens to all of us. It happened to me, it's happened to clients I've worked with before they started working with me, and it's important to recognise what's happening so it doesn't happen again. If you like this video, please like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if there's someone who can benefit from this video, please share, because lots of us are doing these sorts of diets and feeling very unhappy about it, and get them off that train and into doing things properly. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next video.